Amanda from Pontes Books here with the Chapter 31 vocabulary focus for the Prince and the Pauper. Today's vocabulary word looks at a word that gets used fairly often, has to do with things in large quantities, and then can be useful. You know, in the Prince and the Pauper comes up fairly often, and also in real life, I guess. Our word for today is multitude. So what does multitude mean? So in one definition of the word, when we're looking at the word multitude, it means a large number of people. Really, it could refer to the public in general. It could refer to just a large number of something that's not people. But oftentimes, especially in The Prince and the Pauper, we'll hear them just talk about the multitude. And that is almost like a synonym for the crowd, or mob, or throng is another one of those more classical ways of saying a large group of people. Some non-examples, kind of antonyms: zero in terms of the quantity, person as in just one, and nobody. Those are all non-examples of multitude. We're usually talking about multiples, many of something, many people, many things. Looking at the etymology of this word, we can trace it back to Latin, to multitudin, or multitudo, from multus, meaning much. So again, as so many of our words do, comes from Latin and can be traced back quite a ways. Some example sentences that we can see are straightforward sentence: the family had to keep a close eye on each other so they didn't get lost in the multitude. So again, we see the word multitude here being used like the word, like a synonym just for the word crowd. Sentence from our chapter: a deafening explosion followed, which drowned the shoutings of the multitude and made the ground tremble. So if I'm remembering correctly, at this point in the story, there are large crowds gathering around London in preparation for the coronation. So the crowning of the new king, who they don't know is currently still wandering the streets of London at this point in the story. Other forms of the word, you know, you could have multitudes, you know, since it's a noun, you can make it plural, but otherwise multitudinal as an adjective could be used as well. So that's the word multitude. Hopefully you learned something. Have a good rest of your day.